first step would be for everybody to care about other people and not about themselves only.
People should respect each other, not dependent with the color, the gender.
We must avoid all this confrontation, you know.
The fact that we're all humans is what unites us.
But I think you start to think of yourself more as a person from the planet.
The task of the media is to help society find a common language and communicate.
I think friendship and being nice to each other can unite everyone.
I want to live in a society where the people are very conscious, so they make conscious decisions.
Work for the sake of society, for the sake of love, for the sake of connection.
I see that all people want two things: love and respect.
A compassionate society, a society that understands that your needs are validated.
What unites us is being in relationship with each other.
It's about humanizing the human society.
Everybody has to be informed in a proper way.
Let's support each other. Let's help each other, no matter what another person may have.
In the creative society, human life will be of highest value, and the best human qualities will prevail.
Hello, dear friends. What kind of society we do all want to live in? Let's ask people themselves. The Creative Society is a unique global project initiated by people themselves. Millions of people from all over the world are already discussing and framing the vision of society where we all live happily. The goal of the project is to build creative society by peaceful means and within the shortest period of time. My name is Rishi and I will be hosting today's interview with Alina. Hello, Alina.
Hello, Rishi. Hello, dear friends. It's very exciting moment because it's our very first broadcast from Bangladesh. And today we are so happy to introduce you our lovely guest, Sajia Afrin Sultana, or her nickname is Mithil. She's a youth entrepreneur, activist, columnist. She is also a world record holder and Bangladesh Digital Social Innovation Awardee 2021. She is a person who, at her only 22, already does her best to contribute to the society, to improve the quality of life of every human being. Welcome to our program, dear Mithil. Could you please tell...
Thank you, Ali.
Yeah. Could you please tell our viewers more about yourself? What inspires you? What motivates you in life?
Thank you, Alina, and thank you, ALLATRA TV, and also thank you, Creative Society, for inviting me here, for sharing my journey, my obstacles, my views, etc., etc. Basically, I started my journey at the age of 15 when I was in school, and I used to do clubs, social organizations, and one day I realized I need to do something more for them, for my community, for peace, for justice. And then I started my entrepreneurship journey because of I needed money for it. I needed to earn my own money for serve my society, my community. And I'm one of the youngest female entrepreneur of my country till I'm a undergraduate student. Then when I started my entrepreneurship journey, I started also doing some social works. I used to do I sponsored lots of debate competitions. I sponsored leadership awards ceremonies. I sponsored cricket tournaments for my country's youth, for my area's youth. Then in 2021, I thought, let's make a world record for my country. And I'm the first female of my country who made individual world record. It was about a chemical experiment. It was about oral hygiene products, toothpaste, and I did this experiment for the longest time. I did it for 61.44 minutes. Then I made this world record. After that, in 2021, very recently, I got Bangladesh Digital Social Innovation Award because of my contribution towards my society, my community, because I belong from a Muslim family where girls are not too much supportive to young girls about this type of entrepreneurship journey, social activities. I had lots of struggles. I had lots of obstacles. Still, I have. But I was determined and I had to do this for my community, for my society, for my country, for myself. And it's mandatory for all girls or youths of every country.
Thank you for sharing your story. It's very inspiring.
And my question is, you even inspiration of all your Bangladeshis and even your countries also. So my question is, what do you think unite all the people in the world, regardless of nationality, religion, social status, and so on? What do we all have in common?
Can you ask this question again, please, Rishi?
Okay, sure. What do you think unites all the people in the world, regardless of nationality, religion, social status, and so on? What do we all have in common?
Humanity. First of all, we all are human. It doesn't matter from which country, from which race we belong, from which religion we belong. It doesn't matter. What matters is we all are human beings. We should spread positivity, peace, and what Creative Society is also doing. It's a platform which is spreading positivity, which is working for peace, which is connecting people around the world.
Beautiful, thank you. For about 10 years, participants of ALLATRA International Public Movement were conducting social survey where we asked people, what do you think unites all of us? Just like we asked you. And it's amazing how people answer, regardless of who they are, what they do, where they live. They answered that love unites us, friendship unites us, humanity unites us, and also that we all strive to live in harmony, we all strive to love and happiness. And in this regard, my next question would be, what is true happiness for you? How do you see it? How do you feel it?
Mental satisfaction. What you do, be happy. Do what you love what you do. There's a taboo, especially in South Asian countries. You have to be a doctor, an engineer, or a IAS officer, etc., etc. But we need to listen to our heart. We need to listen to our passion. We need to know ourselves. We need to love our passion, and we need to follow our dreams. This can give us mental satisfaction. Sometimes money is needed, but it's not mandatory for all the time. What matters is our mental satisfaction, and happiness is that for me.
That's beautiful that you have told. So my next question is, how do you envision the society of happy people?
Can you ask this question?
Yeah. How do you envision the society of happy people? I mean, a creative society.
Can I ask this question to you? Reversely? Yeah.
I think first I want to know your views, then I will tell my views to you.
Yeah, just describe the society where you, your family, your friends, and everyone on earth would be happy. How do you see such a society? What kind of relationship prevail in such a society? Maybe how, I don't know, medicine, education look like in such a society, and in general, how people feel themselves in creative society.
I think we need more creative society like this for spreading more positivity, more connectivity, more happiness, more creativity, more creative people, and so on.
Definitely.
So according to you, you want means this is your creative society which you want to build up in your place, right? So this is a creative society for you, according to you think, right? So my one question is, could you please describe the world where you and your family and close one would be happy?
I think we should create a world for ourselves. It should be only for our mental happiness, mental satisfaction, for our friends, for our family, where we can live peacefully, we can spread love and respect to each other. We can do what we love to do, and there will not be any war, obstacles, problems. There will be only happiness. And I think we should create that type of world in every area, every family, every society, every community.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do it worldwide because we all want to live in. And your vision of creative society is absolutely the same what other people have, because all people would love to live in harmonious world where love and friendship reign. And in order to build such a society, of course, we should be united by one goal, because we need to have this goal toward which we can strive. And now, after conducting so many interviews and social surveys, we already have such a goal. And as a basis for building such a society, the 8 foundations of creative society were formed as a result of thousands of interviews in more than 180 countries. And these foundations are mentioned in the article on the ALLATRA Unite's website. Now I offer you and our viewers to watch the short video about the 8 foundations, and later we will continue.
The biggest social polling in our entire history of civilization has been conducted during the last 10 years by people around the world. 180 countries, millions of people of different social statuses, denominations, nationalities, talk about the society in which they want to live in. And this is a creative society based on the answers of the people from around the world 8 foundations of creative society were established. A society where all people can live in happiness, peace, and prosperity. This is that very society that our prophets bequeathed to us. All prophets talked about the value of life, freedom, honesty, common human values, equality before God, mutual respect, and unification of people, about love for each other. They talked about the common truth and about the world which we can create. The prophet said, there will be a time when we're able to build a creative society. We are honored to live in the times which the prophets talked about, when everyone is chosen.
Mithil, I know you had a chance to read the 8 foundations in detail. Could you please share your opinion about them? What did you like the most, and what benefits can you see for yourself and every person when these foundations are implemented in our society?
I saw 8 foundations, and I saw more than 108 countries people are connected there. And I want to say some of those foundations names were human safety and something like this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, human safety, foundation number 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Creative society can help from this foundation all over the world by such as now recently Israel and Palestine was in a bad condition. In this situation, in these cases, this type of foundation can help people and can spread positivity and can stop that type of wars. Otherwise, maybe third world war will be happen soon. Creative society and that type of its foundations can stop that type of wars, that type of problems, that type of injustice, and can spread love and peacefulness. I pray for creative society and all of these 8 foundations that they can help that type of situation. They can help them. I wish that.
Actually, creative society is already doing a lot in developing peace among the peoples and in the countries. So, Mithil, you are a very active person. You participate in a lots of events. You develop yourself in different sphere of time. You are the national level athlete. You also write articles as well. In your opinion, how important it is everyone to constantly develop, like you are developing yourselves a lot and take active part in the life of society?
Sometimes we think when we do something good for our society, it's a donation from ourselves. We think like that. But as a human being, as a citizen of any country, it should be our duty towards our society, our community, to do something better for our community, our society. It should not be a donation. It should be a duty. We must have to do that. And we should develop ourselves, such as, but before that, we should know ourselves, what we like to do. We can't compete with Sachin Tendulkar and with Lata Mangeshkar. one person is singer, another one is a cricketer. We can't compete with these two persons, right? That's why we need to know ourselves first. If we can know ourselves, if we understand ourselves, then we can understand which profession, which skills should need for ourselves, for our betterment, for developing ourselves. Such as if we have interest for music, if we understand that I'm good at music, or I love music and I want to be a musician, then we should start our journey in this sector. We should develop our skills in this sector. And obviously, most importantly, not only ourselves, we need to do something for our social development.
That's perfect. Everyone should have to choose their own profession and should develop on that. Alina?
Yes, and thank you that you mentioned that we have to do what we really love. It's very important because now we spend lots of time at work, so we have to make sure we love what we do. And I think in creative society it will be possible because all basic needs of the person will be covered. So people will not choose profession because sometimes they just have to survive in the modern world, but in creative society, then they have guarantee for tomorrow when they have accommodations, when they have food on their tables. Of course, they will choose profession which they love, which they will enjoy, and of course will bring benefits to society. Also, I would like to ask our technical support to show us the sixth foundation of the creative society, which is called development of personality. I think it's just about what we just mentioned. So, development of personality. Every person in the creative society has the right to comprehensive development and personal fulfillment. Education should be free and equally accessible to all, creating conditions and expanding opportunities for a human to implement his or her creative abilities and talents. Would you like to add something to this, Mithil? Maybe how do you think it's important to make education accessible for all people? Everywhere.
Education is a basic human right. It should be free for all country or community. But till many countries' people, many countries' children are not getting it. Those who are getting it with high cost, the children who are rich kids, they are getting this by paying money, but it's a basic human right for all. That's why it should be free for all countries, people, children.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
And it's obviously it's mandatory for self-development, for developing personality.
Mm-hmm. You already mentioned that you gained a world record for producing long-lasting bubbles from oral hygiene products, and your experiment lasted for 61 minutes, right? Which was the longest time. And in this regard, I'd like to ask you, how do you see the development of science in the creative society? Now, in the conditions of consumer world, we see that the main focus of science is on the military industry. And what goals and objectives should science have in a creative society, in your opinion?
Without science, we can't survive. Any country, any community can't survive without science. And day by day, science and science-based projects are developing. they are working in markets. Their many startups are based on science, and creative society should develop in this sector, and they can create one more foundation about this, where people can showcase their science projects. They can share science-based ideas, any competitive projects. You can arrange some science fair projects or around the world. I think it will create positivity. It will create more opportunities for many people. Many people will be interested about science, learning science, spreading their ideas, and it will create a value.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think the foundation number 3 says about it. Scientific, industrial, and technological activities of the societies should be aimed exclusively at improving the quality of human life. So yes, we have to, I think scientists from all over the world need to unite and share their ideas, and this way we can all benefit. You know, if some countries develop something which is very good for people, why not to share it with the whole world?
So my question is, do you have any idea how we can inform as much as people as possible about such opportunity to build a creative society worldwide? Means how we can inform other peoples to develop such a society as well, according to you?
You guys can set ambassadors, country representatives, and by them you can spread, you can arrange some online competitions, science project competitions, debate competitions, art competition, etc., etc. And these ambassadors will spread this in their country, in their personal social media. By this, every country's people will be connected, will be involved with creative society.
And one more thing, means how can we develop in local level? According to you, you just told me just national level and international level. According to you, how we can develop such a society in local level?
Sometimes you can move countries physically, such as when you can come in a national level or international level, then you can go for some rural areas of this country or the states, and then you can work. Sometimes you need to move physically, not only virtually.
Yeah, exactly.
Even virtually, that's what we are doing now. You see, I'm located in Ireland, Rishi is in India, you're from Bangladesh, but
a neighbor
does not stop us from communicating with each other. Darling, it's our tradition. We would like to ask you, whom would you like to invite for our next live show and to know his or her vision of the creative society? Do you have anybody in your mind?
From India or Bangladesh?
Any country.
Okay.
Most probably your country, because India has already a lot of representative too. So I think Bangladesh is more better.
I agree, yeah.
I think any sportsman.
I know. I think it should be your relative, your friend circle.
Yeah. I can arrange another national level athlete from my country who were my colleague, you can say.
Super, super. So yeah, you can send us his or her contacts after the broadcast, and we will happily contact this person and invite him or her. And you are welcome to be the host for the next interview.
Okay.
We would like to say as well for our viewers that if someone wants to know more about the Creative Society project, please visit our website, allatraunites.com, which you can see now on your screens. Please, technical support, show us ALLATRAUnites.com. Here it is. And there you will see a red button, Join Us. You can click on it, and all you need to do is to choose language and fill out the short form. And the participants of Creative Society will reach out to you.
So, Mithil, this is my last question. What would you like to wish to our viewers or audience, which they are watching to you?
I want to say one thing. What are you doing? Do it love. Do it positivity. And sometimes obstacles will come, but survive it. And spread positivity, love, humanity, peace. And one more thing, do what you love what you do. If you can do that, one day you will be a satisfied person. Mental satisfaction is important for everybody, and we need to be a mentally satisfied person for our happiness. Spread happiness, spread positivity, spread peace.
Great vibes that you are spreading this today. Thank you for being with us today and for this enriching conversation, Alina.
Thank you indeed. It was very enriching, very inspiring, and thank you for such a beautiful message at the end to spread happiness, to spread kindness and love, because if everyone would do it, how wonderful our world would be. It's already getting better because when we raise such topics, we inspire other people, and kindness is very contagious. So let's continue and let's get to know more people and know their opinion, their vision of creative society. Thank you everyone for watching us today. To end, let's now watch an inspiring video review of the conference called Creative Society, What the Prophets Dreamed of. This unprecedented event united people from all over the world, and this wave of unification is growing every day. So, see you next time. Thank you, dear Mithil. Thank you, Rishi. Thank you, our technical support. And bye for now.
Thank you, Alina, and thank you, Mithil, so much for joining us today.
Amazing, and I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so grateful to be part of this Creative Society program. Thank you, guys. Let's keep doing this until we unite mankind.
It was a humbling and exciting and inspiring experience to all of us. We want this world to be a better place. We want to leave this world better than when we found it. I'm
honored and I'm flattered just getting to know the idea of this conference and just watching how diverse it was, and understanding that how God is love and how we can love each other equally.
In total, I have heard, I've listened, and I've understood from the people around the world the way people actually pour their heart out. And it was so phenomenal to see people from different religions were talking almost the same language.
I'm totally inspired and motivated by what I received from the conference on the power of love and the role each one of us plays to build it.
This is a very beautiful moment I'm sharing, that all volunteers all across the globe, we want happiness, we want peaceful life, we want togetherness, we want a life where everyone should live in peace.
And truth, purified from false. People will be able to understand their religion truly,
who watched it and accepted the truth. I think we will succeed in everything. I believe it.
The importance of the creative society, as I understand it, is to implement all the good qualities of a person.
Such freedom of spirit, such unification of people, such an example of what people who feel the need and strive for the freedom can do. Feel the need for this unification because they understand that these are such times that we simply have no other option. And besides, it is a need, the need of every heart.